It's FAFO season still continues. It's not yet even started. FAFO season still continues. Nothing sweet than MAGA tears.
So if anyone is feeling anxious or worried, or even if you just want to chat, please, please do not come crying to me.
It's not about that people are happy of what happening. No. It's about that these people, it's about that we told them, but these people never listen to us. And right now, we're going to face the consequences together. We're going to face the result together. So, nothing sweeter than a MAGA tears, because you're the one brought those tears. You're the one caused dirt. Because if you didn't, if around a few days ago, we shouldn't have been in this situation. But it is what it is. It's FAFO season. And let me tell you, there's nothing yet that have started. Nothing yet that have been started. Let me tell you, it's a still fresh. Because let me tell you, in January, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. It's FAFO season. I am Fikazo. Please, don't forget subscribe, like, and share this video.
You know, the worst part about this fuck around and find out is that I have to find out even though I didn't fuck around.
This woman wasn't invited by her mother in Thanksgiving. And she said she's okay. She's okay with that. All right.
Guess who got uninvited to Thanksgiving dinner? You guessed it. Me. I'm not sad. I'm disappointed because I am my mom's only child. Like, I have a full understanding and a full perspective on what it would take to make that decision. And I honestly have pity for her, and not in a punitive, haughty way. I legitimately have pity for her, because if your mindset is at that state where you uninvite your daughter for Thanksgiving, I'm sorry. Truly, I'm sorry that your internal system is that dysregulated that you can't even be around me for a holiday. That's a shame. That's a shame.
This is a brother. He's a MAGA person. The family have disowned him because he's a MAGA. And then he tried to contact every person. He tried to contact everyone. But no one have responded to him to invite him in Thanksgiving or share Thanksgiving with him. Man, it's so crazy.
MAGA family, I still haven't found anywhere to go for Thanksgiving. I reached out to some people that commented on my post from the Pennsylvania, South Jersey area, and I got no reply, which kind of really hurts my heart, because I reached out to like a couple people and no one replied. And honestly, I feel like I'm not going to have anyone to spend Thanksgiving with. Like 15,000 people commented on the post from all over the country, but I'm in the PA, Jersey area. That's what I'm close to. And no one that I reached out to replied to me. And I guess they just don't want me in their house for Thanksgiving. I don't know. Maybe they don't really feel comfortable and they changed their mind about having a black person in their house. But it makes me really sad. And I just really hope that I find somewhere to go. But I love you all, MAGA family, and I'm going to keep trying.
I'm literally freaking out because my mom just uninvited me from Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. And I didn't do anything to deserve to be uninvited. I don't know why she uninvited me. It's literally the dumbest reason. She uninvited me because she said my waist is too small. Like, she said that she didn't rent any kids' chairs, and so that the adult chairs would be too small for me because I'm so skinny, and that people would be offended because my waist is literally that small. What do I do from here? Well, not my fault. Happy Thanksgiving, bitches.
Watch this.
I'm voting for the man that's going to take America back, baby. Donald J. Trump, man.
What's one of your biggest issues?
Probably going to be inflation, because I sell T-shirts and all that stuff.
Your T-shirts are made in the USA?
No, my blanks, no. See, that's the thing Trump's talking about. If we tax them, hit tariffs, the same item they're making over there will cost the same to make over here.
We pay the tariffs.
Well, the companies pay the tariffs, not us.
China doesn't pay the tariffs. We do when they come in.
No, it doesn't work like that.
Like if I'm buying 1,000 shirts from China and there's a tariff on it, I'm paying the tariff.
Well, no, whoever's getting it imported in is going to pay the tariffs.
Yeah. I'm the business owner. I'm paying the tariff. China doesn't pay it. I pay for it.
Well,
like if I'm the business owner and I buy 1,000 shirts,
I see what you're saying.
China's not. Jolly. So I'm trying to
So who
explain.
pays the tariff? They're paying the tariff. Do you think that? Do you believe that?
I was trying to say, because I sell merch as well.
I sell you something for $10, right? You're going to sell it to him for $20. Exactly. But then I make you pay me $15 for it. Are you still going to sell it?
Now, when the MAGA explained to you why they did vote, it's because economy, it's because cheaper groceries. Is that right? Is that what they are getting right now?
It finally happened. It finally happened. I saw propaganda in real time. So let me explain. People ran around saying the reason they voted a certain way was for a better economy, for cheaper gas and groceries. They have to have that. They aren't doing well. They need cheaper gas and groceries. But now, people who will be making the same exact amount of money, who aren't going to be doing any better, are now running around saying, I am okay with paying more money for gas and groceries because the more money I'm paying goes to protecting the border. And unfortunately, that's not true. Really, all you're doing is paying more money for the same product. You have just increased the product. The extra money you are spending is going to buy the product. It's not going to anything else because they've increased the price of the product through tariffs. Like, honestly, it's probably not even me worth saying that to begin with, because the people who want to justify this will always justify it, and they're not listening to this, so I shouldn't have even bothered explaining what's happening, but whatever. So this reminds me a lot of George Orwell's Animal Farm, where, they were like, our lives are miserable, we need to make a change. So they make a change, and then they end up being even more overworked, more hungry. And then they're like, we're more overworked, we're more hungry. And then the pigs are like, no, you're not. You're doing great. Like, life is better now. Don't you see how life is better? And then the animals are like, you're right. Life is better. We are doing better. Life is so much better. We are doing better. Even though they were doing worse. And everyone who read that book was like, how do they not see it? How can they not see it? And the truth of the matter is they can't see it because they will use any amount of justification, any amount of thoughts, words to justify everything. They don't want to be reasoned with. They just want to think everything that is going on is true. They don't want to look into it. They don't want to figure it out. And that's really the truth of the matter, is the FAFO, it's not really going to work out to the people who actually need to find out, because they are justifying it for themselves. They will figure out any way to make it better. They'll be like, no, I'm so glad we're paying more money. Oh no, I am eating more. I am less hungry. I am whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because they are justifying anything and everything to make it so they're happy in their heads, because nothing will ever be figured out for them.
FAFO season has begun in Pennsylvania. Let me explain this to you. So there's a company in Pennsylvania that had to call all the employees obviously being Trump supporters, and tell them that unfortunately they will not be able to give them a Christmas bonus this year because Trump won. And now that Trump won and there's going to be tariffs on material, they have to get a year or 2 years worth of supplies before January 20, because the prices are going to go through the roof. And they're like, but why? They pay the tariffs. And they're like, no. We are the ones who pay the tariffs. So now that we have to go through that, we don't have the money to give you guys a Christmas bonus. So they had to explain to these people what a tariff is, and they had just voted against their interests, as we all know, obviously. So Merry Christmas, suckers.
I think we are not jumping on these people. We are not celebrating what is happening. No. But these people, we told them, they never listened.
Listen, y'all know I love me some Ratchet TV, right? So I found TikTok's version of Ratchet TV. It's called FAFO. Y'all know what it stands for. If you don't, just type FAFO in the search bar and you will figure it out. But anyway, I came on here to tell y'all that the ones that are now in the the ing stage of FAFO. They are FAFO-ing now. I came over here to tell y'all, we are not laughing at you. Okay, all right, wait. We are laughing at you. We are. But I don't know how to word this. We are laughing at you, but it's because y'all didn't listen. Like, everything that's about to happen, rest assured, it's going to happen to all of us. We are all going to suffer the consequences of this man being in house. However, we knew what was to come. Y'all didn't figure it out until after the fact. So now you got people Googling, how do I reverse my vote? Can I take it back? You got people now figuring out that Obamacare and ACA is the same exact thing. Like, y'all now figuring out Department of Education leaves, them student loans, them Pell Grants, and you know, all that stuff about to go by the wayside. You are in the FAFO-ing stage, and there is more to come. And your girl right here, she is here for it. I am here for all of it. So I will be subscribing to the FAFO channels, all of them, just so I can get my laugh on. Because these next 4 years, I'm probably going to be crying. But for now, y'all keep FAFOing, because I'm going to keep watching. I'll talk to y'all later.
I gotta be honest, friends. I don't think Donald Trump knows how tariffs work. Trump just posted this on Truth Social. On January 20th, as one of my many first executive orders, I will sign all necessary documents to charge Mexico and Canada a 25% tariff on all products coming into the United States and its ridiculous open borders. Trump said that the tariffs would remain in place until the two countries clamp down on drugs, particularly fentanyl, and then immigration. What the fuck? Okay, I think a lot of us have a lot of questions, but my first one is, Trump, do you still think that the country exporting the goods pays the tariff? Because it really feels like you still think the country exporting the goods pays the tariff. Oh, no free feet. What?
FAFO TikTok is, it's entertaining, but it's like also heartbreaking and really sad. And I think that those of us who are pointing at the people who are entering their find out era need to realize that it's like being on the Titanic, telling the guests and the captain that we are going to hit an iceberg and sink. And then we did hit that iceberg and we know we're going to sink, and they're just finding out that they're going to sink. And in a brief moment, we're going to be like, I told you, but guess what? We're all on the same boat. Okay? So let's get these dopamine hits while we can and brace ourselves for the cold, cold water.
Yeah, I really hope that this is not a FAFO, or whatever you say, that moment for the food industry in America. Because you gotta laugh to keep from crying. If we import all these things for our restaurant, all these goods, vegetables and fruits for the restaurants, and then the solution is let's grow them here. I need you to go talk to a farmer right now, especially one who uses undocumented immigrants to harvest their fruits and vegetables, which is like a lot of them, the majority of them. Yo!
Good morning and happy holidays to Louisiana MAGA. Now, Louisiana ranked number 50th for income, so dead last in the United States. They still have a minimum wage of $7.25 an hour. They rank 47th in healthcare, 45th in education, 43rd in crime. So this is not only a state that's hard to get by in, you'll almost never get ahead. With that being said, their MAGA governor just instilled another 5% additional sales tax on them. So they'll be paying 10% sales tax, one of the highest in the country, on one of the lowest incomes. Add that to your tariffs coming in from your MAGA orange leader, and you'll be paying a minimum of 25% more for every single thing you buy and no additional income. Wow, put that under the tree. Now, that being said, happy holidays.
We're not enjoying what is happening to people. We're celebrating that people have never listened to what we've told them, So they voted against their rights. Now the result is coming. The consequence is coming to them. And this time they cannot change anything. Of course, they cannot change anything. Now that is why people are celebrating, because they told them and they didn't listen, and this is the result. If someone didn't listen, the result will come after, and things will be worse, because in generally the guy is going in the office and people will start to suffer. On the first day he said he will do what? He will deport people. On the first day he said he will put tariffs. And as you've seen, he already said 25% of tariffs to Canada and Mexico. And remember, most of US food comes from there. So it's gonna be hard. China is 60% tariffs, and most of the products comes from there. So it's gonna be worse. It's gonna be worse. It's gonna be very bad. Very, very bad. Very bad. And it will also affect everyone, whether in the US or outside of US. It will affect everyone, because there is a lot of countries that do business with US. So those companies, they're going to raise the tariffs too, because their products have tariff in the US market. So things are going to be expensive. So you have to expect that. You have to expect that things are going to be expensive. But this comes from where? From our choices, from our elections. So it comes from what? We voted. Listen, after this, I believe that people will learn the value of voting. People will learn that your only one voice can make change. People will learn that we will not vote in hatred. Before voting, you have to think twice. This will show people that before you go to vote, first think twice. You know what you're going to vote for. Because you can vote for someone to suffer, and then it turns around and affects you, like what is happening. Affects your family. Yes. Affects your family. There are people who separated with their family back in the days. Yes, because of that. So if we didn't learn a lesson, maybe this is going to be also the time of learning. But what I can tell you, my brother, my sister, your vote is more important. Don't joke with your vote. Yes, that is what you should learn. Don't joke with your vote. But still, FAFO season continues. More videos to come. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.